Hi everyone, I'm Rosemary, and if you're like me, you're just loving these Ziploc bag storage organizers, available at online retailers like Amazon. They're awesome, but what's not is the price of about $30 to $70 depending on the size of the organizer. So in this video, I will be sharing a DIY version I made by upcycling the box that the bags came in. I will be making storage containers for the smaller quart, snack, and sandwich size, as well as the larger gallon size bags. To begin, I removed the contents and then deconstructed the boxes by gently separating the glued together seams. Now, before I get into how I created the wood look effect, I just wanted to throw out another quick and easy option to get an organized uniform look. That would be to simply turn the boxes inside out and reassemble them with the brown cardboard facing out and the print on the inside. The bags will cover the interior print, and the cardboard outside will again give a clean and uniform look. However, to create the wood look finish, I opted to go with a combination of Mod Podge and wood print scrapbook paper. I'll start by adding a thin, even layer of the Mod Podge to the print side of the box. Now, if you've watched my channel for a while now, you know that I am a big fan of an almost dry layer of Mod Podge, and so I will slowly and evenly spread the Mod Podge across the surface, allowing it to dry ever so slightly, and this way I always get a nice, clean, bubble-free finish to my Mod Podge surface. Next, I'm going to take my scrapbook paper and line up the lines horizontally across, then line up the bottom edge of the paper there along the edge of the flattened box, pressing down to make sure I get a nice tight adhesion. Once the paper is firmly applied, I flip it over and again press the box into the paper, making sure all of the edges have a nice tight seal. Next, I'm going to use the box as a template and cut away the excess scrap paper. I use a utility knife to cut out the rectangle at the box opening. Next, I refolded the box, making sure to press down firmly along all of the box seams. I then used hot glue to reseal the flaps. For the larger gallon-size bag boxes, I needed to use more than a single piece of the scrapbook paper, and so I cut two 3-inch wide strips to go along the edges on each side of the box, and will then line up a regular-sized piece of the scrapbook paper for the middle. I then gave the gallon-size box the same thin and even layer of Mod Podge, and then applied the strips to the edges. Before adding the full-size sheet to the middle of the box, I made sure to add more Mod Podge on top of the strips where the paper would overlap. I then again used the box as a template and cut off the excess scrap paper. And then again, it was just a matter of refolding those seams and re-gluing the flaps with some hot glue. For the labels, I opted to use my P-Touch label printer, but a Cricut, computer printouts, stickers, or even freehand labels would work well here. To reinforce the opening, I decided to add some wood trim with bamboo skewers. I simply cut them to size and glued them in place, with my favorite Tite Bond glue that I get at Lowe's, but any wood glue would do here. In order to provide an additional protective layer, I went back and gave the entire piece a coat of Mod Podge on top. And then here you can see once that coat of Mod Podge has been applied, it does give the box a nice, sturdy, and wipeable finish. And yes, I do love my Ziploc bags, and so I did make a container for every variety, and will probably be giving the same treatment to my foil, cling wrap, and other food storage products. To fill the organizer, I simply refold the bags first in half and then in half again with the tab side up, and I gently push them back into the container through the opening at the top, where they are easy to dispense just as they were in the original box. After the containers are filled, you can arrange them in whatever configuration best suits your needs. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you next time on FabTax, where we're putting the extra and ordinary one DIY at a time.